Good day everyone. In definite integrals, we have seen two basic sums. Then I taught you how to use substitution method in definite integrals by changing the limits. Okay. Now today we will see properties of definite integrals and we will see a few sums in that. Now before starting that, this is my blog address. I have got a blog and in that I have posted many chapters like from the basic, all the concepts and the lessons with some audio explanations to few sums. And yet I have to complete some more chapters. I'll be posting them so you can view that and that will be useful I think. Okay, now let me start. There are many properties in definite integrals. Now let me take today one property which is really very important, which we'll be using in most of the sums. So that I will consider today. Okay, that property is integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. This is a very important property which we will be using in many sums. Okay, so now I will tell you a few examples, that is in which type of sums we will be using this, that you should know. Otherwise, you don't know which property to use where. So now I will just deal with this one and I will give you few examples. Now you consider the sum. I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 sine power 5 by 2x by sine power 5 by 2x plus cos power 5 by 2x dx. Okay. Now, in this type of sums, let me call this type 1. That is, the limit will be 0 to pi by 2. Point 1. Second one, the degree of the trigonometric term in the numerator and the degree of the trigonometric terms in the denominator will be same. Here the degree is 5 by 2. Okay. Then the point number 3 will be, in the denominator, you will be having both a sine function plus a cosine function. In the numerator, you will be having either a sine function or a cosine function. If you see any sum with these 3 points I have told you, you have to definitely use this property. Okay, so this is the type 1 I will call. So now, this is the given sum. Let me mark this as 1. Now I am going to use this property. So you have to write that property. Then by that property, don't write P1, P2 like that. That's not okay. You have to mention the property. And I am going to use that property. Now I will be getting I is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Okay. Here it is sine power 5 by 2. You have to write now pi by 2 minus x. A minus x. A is pi by 2. By the denominator again. Sine 5 by 2 pi by 2 minus x plus cos power 5 by 2 by pi by 2 minus x dx. Right? So wherever x is there, now I have substituted pi by 2 minus x. Now let me simplify it a bit. I will be getting integral 0 to pi by 2 sine pi by 2 minus x is cos x, you know, right? That is one basic thing, that is complementary angle. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So now my numerator will become cos power 5 by 2 x. Okay, because sine pi by 2 minus x is cos x. Then this again that will also become cos 5 by 2 x. This cos will become sine, right? So now I will call this as my step 2. So now here in the first step 1, I have got the given sum. In the numerator I have got sine power 5 by 2x. The denominator has both the things. Now in my step 2 I have got, in the numerator I have got cos power 5 by 2x and in the denominator I get the same thing. So this will be the thing for all the similar sums. Now what I am going to do, I am going to add 1 and 2. I am going to add 1 and 2. So now the left hand side, I plus I will be getting 2i, right? Then the limit is 0 to pi by 2. Now I have a common denominator. I can write it as it is. You can either write this first or read this first, because only the plus is in between. So addition is commutative, no problem. Whatever I write, x plus cos power 5 by 2 x. Now coming to the numerator, you have in the step 1 sin, you have in the step 2 cos. Okay. So now definitely you will be getting like this only. Cut everything. So what do you get now? Integral 0 to pi by 2 dx. So you know when you integrate dx, actually it is 1 into dx. You will be getting an x. The limits will be 0 to pi by 2. So you will be getting pi by 2. Here you have 2i, remember that. So your I will be pi by 4. So the sum is only simple, but the concept only you have to understand, because in any sums of this type you will be using this. So whenever the limit is 0 to pi by 2 and the sum is of this type, irrespective of whether you have pi by 2 or 3 by 2 or just 1 by 2 or square or cube, you will be getting the same answer. I is equal to pi by 4. You can try similar sums. Now let me move on to the next model, that is the next type, where I will be using this property integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay. So now the sum I am going to take is I is equal to integral 0 to 2. Okay. X into root 2 minus x dx. That is, in this type, now within root you are having two terms, that is 1 2 and 1 x. Outside the square root you have only one term, and the limit is also 0 to 2. Here you have 2 minus x, that is that a minus x, that will be only 2 minus x. So in such type of sums, sometimes you may get a square root, sometimes you may have some power also. That is, instead you can have 2 minus x power 5 or power 4 or power 3. So in all those cases where you get within the power or within the square root 2 terms, and outside you have one single term, and the limit is also coinciding with the terms, there you will be using only this property. So here what we will do is, we will write this property. So now I will be getting my I is 0 to 2. Now for this x I will write 2 minus x, that is the a minus x for me. Then root, this 2 I will write as it is minus. In the place of x I have to write now 2 minus x dx. Okay. So wherever x is there, you write 2 minus x. Now what happens? Integral 0 to 2. You have got a 2 minus x outside. If you remove the bracket, this 2 and this minus 2 will get cancelled. You will be getting root x. So now see what is the benefit we are getting by applying this property. Now within root you had two terms. Now within root I have got a single term. Outside you had one term. Now outside I have two terms. Now I will be easily able to multiply and then integrate each term separately. So that is the benefit of this property here. So now I will write integral 0 to 2. 2 into root x, okay, 2 into, I will write root x as x power half, so that the integration will be easier. X into root x, that will be x power 3 by 2, because x power 1 into x power half, okay, put a bracket and dx. Now each term you can integrate separately, so you write the 2 as it is. You will be getting x power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 minus this is x power 5 by 2 by 5 by 2, put a square bracket, you will be getting 0 to 2. Okay. Now let us write these parts properly. I will be getting here 4 by 3. Okay. This 3 by 2 you have to reciprocate. So I will be getting a 4 by 3. Then x power 3 by 2. So for that I will be getting 2 power 3 by 2 minus 0. So that first term I have finished substituting the limits. Coming to the second term, 2 by 5. This 5 by 2 you will reciprocate, you will get 2 by 5. Then for x power 5 by 2 I will be getting 2 power 5 by 2 minus 0. So now what is 2 power 3 by 2? You should know these things. See, 2 power 3 by 2 is nothing but 2 power 1 into 2 power half. So you will be getting 2 root 2. What is 2 power 5 by 2? That is 2 square into 2 power half. Okay. So you will be getting 4 root 2. So like this you should know how to calculate. So now I will be getting here. This is 4 by 3. 2 power 3 by 2 is 2 root 2. Okay. Minus 2 by 5. 2 power 5 by 2 is 4 root 2. So I will be now getting 8 by 3 root 2 minus 8 by 5 root 2. Now we can combine actually. Now the LCM is 15. That 8 I can take outside. I will take the 8 outside. I will get a 15 here. Okay. 3 into 5. So I will be getting here 5 root 2 minus 3 root 2, which is 2 root 2. So 16 root 2 by 15 is my answer. So now this is the second type, that is where within square root or within the bracket, that is where some power is there, if you get two terms and if the limits are coinciding, like that two terms will be like a minus x, in that case use this property. So in the next video we can analyze some more sums where we will be using this property, because this property is very important. We will deal with it in the next video also. Now thanks for watching. You can subscribe to my channel, and whatever you feel you can write in the comment section. I will surely attend to it. Thank you.